Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Thursday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Aina Kweo in the news tonight. Namibia has made significant efforts to address the shortcomings identified by Financial Action Task Force amid fears that they may lead it to being grey-listed. Namibia will know next month if efforts made will be enough to avoid a grey listing. This follows recommendations issued by the FATF. Grey listing means that a country is under increased monitoring by the FATF due to certain deficiencies in combating money laundering and the financing of terrorism, among others. Ministry of Finance Executive Director Titus Ndove told Namibian Sun that the concerns raised were addressed and Namibia was waiting for a decision. He said Namibia has officially submitted a position. The country has diligently addressed the concerns highlighted in the mutual evaluation report, and they are eagerly waiting the outcome. Namibia's efforts to remain in good stead were further bolstered by efforts on the part of authorities to ensure technical compliance to recommendations laid down. They got their technical compliance in fine shape with laws promulgated last year. They need to demonstrate effectiveness of their regime so more criminal investigations and more cases can come before the court. Moving over to our next story, although cattle slaughter number dropped at export abattoirs during December, it is expected to increase this year. This is according to Livestock and Livestock Products Board, formerly the Market Board's Market Watch for December compared to November. Export abattoirs have recorded declines during the month of December due to holiday closures. December saw a 34.5% drop in the number of cattle slaughtered at export abattoirs. According to the LLPB, cattle marketing is known to slow down during the festive season, a seasonal reoccurrence where slaughter and live export drop due to reduced activity. It is said that cattle slaughtered at export abattoirs are expected to increase during 2024 due to the resumption of slaughter at Rundu Abattoir. The LLPB said that during December, live cattle exports increased 57.46% from the 15,902 heads exported during the previous month. Now we move over to our next story. The police in the northern regions, Oshana, Oshikoto, and Ohangwena, has advised the public to cross water paths with caution due to drowning incidents reported. This follows abundant rainfall patterns, which has been embraced by the local farmers but has brought distraught to those without proper road and use the man-made roads to get on with their daily chores. Oshana Community Affairs Inspector Thomas Ayambo said the most recent incident is that of a 53-year-old who was found dead in a water pen on Wednesday. Ayambo said his body was discovered drowned in a water pen by an Angolan cattle header. After the break, we return with the story of the day. Stay with us.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
In our Story of the Day segment tonight, the City of Windhoek CEO Moses Machai opened the council's first meeting for the year with purpose of electing the 2 remaining members of the management committee. Jemima Ndebele has more.
This process was not finalized. Accordingly, we had elected the mayor and the deputy mayor in terms of the provisions of those sections that I've just mentioned, which then would lead into the election of the management committee members. Management committee members, only 3 of them were elected last year. Therefore, 2 remained. There needed to be 5. And after that, we could not continue with the 3 as the management committee has not been constituted. The constituting of the management committee is quite critical to the process. This process is legal. It is a law and it must be abided to and complied with at all time, not by only the administration, but by the leaders, in order to ensure that the functioning of the institution continues accordingly, of which without, we will not be able to continue with the business process of the institution. I continue to reiterate the message that I had delivered at the closing statement last year, of which I urged the leaders to continue to discern themselves within the provisions, and most specifically, which I shall continue reminding the leaders, Section 10 of the Local Authorities Act. And I would like to read through that section just for purposes of our reflection, not for any other purpose, but to discern in understanding the seriousness of that section. And I read, it is the section that speaks of the oath by and code of conduct for members of the Local Authority Council. Section 10, subsection 1 reads, every member of a Local Authority Council shall, and it is therefore bound in the word shall, before assuming his or her duties, make and subscribe before the magistrate referred to in section 12, or if such member assumes his or her duties after a chairperson has been elected, the chairperson of the Local Authority Council, an oath in the following form. AB, or whoever the name is, do hereby swear and solemnly and sincerely promise to be faithful to the Republic of Namibia, to uphold and defend the Namibian Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Namibia.
After the break, we return with economic news. Stay with us.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahana.
Hy sê wie is er aan neertrek en hy bal net my grond gepad. Ja, hy het grond gepad en is hy
But just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Namibia's gross domestic product is expected to slow in 2024 as a consequence of slowed global economic growth, PSG said in its outlook for 2024. They anticipate real GDP growth to slow from an estimate of 5.8% in 2023 to a 3.1% in 2024, as the expected global growth slowdown will weigh on Namibian exports, while mining growth will subsidize due to base effects in oil exploration. Their projection is that global growth will slow from 2.7% in 2023 to 2.3% in 2024 due to elevated global interest rates and weakness in the US and Chinese economies. Namibia's trade deficit was expected to narrow in 2024. This is according to PSG. They further anticipate that the current account deficit will narrow from a gapping of 9.6% of GDP in 2023 to 7.9% of GDP in 2024. The expected decrease in exports and custom union revenues is likely to be offset by a drop in fuel and food import costs, a deceleration in the growth of services linked to mineral exploration, and an increase in tourism income, PSG said. And now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades for 23 Namibian dollars 96 cents to 1 British pound, 20 Namibian dollars 57 cents to 1 euro, 18 Namibian dollars 93 cents get you 1 US dollar. Two commodities have dropped, that is copper and Brent crude oil. Copper with a 0.37%, Brent crude oil 0.58%, while gold and platinum have increased, with gold with 0.06% and platinum 0.16% respectively. After the break, we return with the international news. Stay with us.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
In international news tonight, a spell of thick fog continued to plague parts of northern India on Thursday, causing disruption to traffic across the region. One local in the city of Amritsar in the northern Punjab state said the low visibility had disrupted his work. According to local media reports, a primary school across Punjab will remain closed until January 21 amid the ongoing cold wave. Flights delayed and cancellations continued at New Delhi's Indira Gandhi Airport for a fifth consecutive day on Thursday, local media reported. India's meteorological department has said that the heavy fog, which was brought about by a cold front, is still expected to prevail for the next day. And now let's have a look at our weather forecast for tomorrow.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Here are the weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo can expect a minimum of 18 degrees, that is as well as Rundu, while Enana and Rakana can expect a minimum of 19 degrees. Hentis Bay can expect a minimum of 16 degrees and a maximum of 23 degrees, while Swakopmund and Falfish Bay can expect a minimum of 17 degrees, while Adamsvlei can expect a maximum of 37 degrees. We will be taking a look at the sports courtesy of Sports Rep. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Welcome to Sport Wrap for Sunset News with Ashwin Mberi. Let's first have a look at what's going on with AFCON. After Namibia's emphatic victory this week, things are cooling down as we get to watch some of the other nations. Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau had their game a little earlier. Ivory Coast and Nigeria are currently actually clashing. Egypt and Ghana will be clashing a little later this evening. Now let's swing back to Namibia. The Namibia futsal national team will be competing at home, and this is for the first leg of the qualifiers to the Total Energies Africa Cup of of Nations against Tanzania. This historic announcement of the first ever futsal national squad on the screen is the squad selected as they are preparing for the qualifying game. Emmanuel Angula, Maximilian Ball, Daniel Kagiso, Haikali Kamatuka, Lawrence Mattis, Modise Mulunga, Naiteta Otto Rusberg, Sanko Solunga, and Solunga, Stein, Fenveek, Salote, Willemse, Panitza, Donavald Modise is the coach, and Benjamin Ashikoto and David make up the technical team. Now, one of the highest profile players who is leading the way for Namibian cricket is David Wiese. At 38 years of age, he is currently the only Namibian player offered a contract to play in the SA20 franchise series currently ongoing in South Africa. His team, the Joburg Super Kings, released this interview today.
I'm super excited to be back. Like you said, it's been 6 years since I've actually played in South Africa. Having signed in a Colpack deal, going to England, and then carrying on with my career in all the franchise tournaments. Just I just can't wait to get back and playing in front of the South African fans again. I've been itching for the past week already. It's been a nice festive season, but just the thought of getting back playing South Africa, playing in Joburg again. I've played so many games in my career at Wanderers, and it's always a happy place for me. And I was just so excited, like a kid on Christmas. Literally just to get back here and just to get the season going. I was actually in Namibia when they started talking about these games, and everybody was so excited. And then the first question was, who am I going to play for?
Those have been our sports stories.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo
Wys, hy sê wie hy is aan neertrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
but just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Make sure you join Sunset News every weekday from 7:30 p.m. on NTV channel 285 on DSTV and 25 on GoTV. From myself, Aina Raiza Koyo, it's good night.